Hello and welcome to Friday's Pilates. So this is the last week I'm going to do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday because I'll be going back to work, so I'm just going to do it on Wednesday lunchtimes from now on. But they're all saved on the YouTube anyway. Alright, so let's try and think about our body setting and think how we control movements today. So start with our feet together in the centre of the mat, bring your toes out and your heels to meet. That's our starting position. With 3 points of contact with the ground, the big toe heel and little toe. So start by pressing the big toe through the mat. Add the pressure through the heel, and then add the pressure through the little toe, just opening up your arches slightly. Nice soft knee. We're going to go onto the pelvis, just practice a few pelvic tilts. So keeping our upper body nice and still, and just tilting our pelvis forward and back, tucking under and sticking out that bottom. Good. Once you've tilted a few times, just tucking under and hold it there by engaging through your abdominals. So draw that belly button towards your spine. Keep those ribs nice and relaxed. And we're just going to open up through the collarbone. So really think about having a nice wide collarbone all the way to the tips of the shoulders so it's nice and open. Lastly, lengthening through the neck. So growing really tall. Imagine a helium balloon at the crown of your head, floating you up, lengthening that spine all the way. Alright, let's get started. So we're going to start with hundreds. So your palms are going to face the back of the room. We're going to sit down into a squat, so you're sticking your bottom out, and we're just going to pulse our hands. Really opening that collarbone. So sticking that bottom out, drawing that belly button towards the spine to engage through the abs. And really get the distance with the hands. Pulse the hands all the way to the back of the room to really get the back of your arms working, your shoulder blades working. Nice deep breath in and out through your nose. Think about the 3 points of contact with the ground with your feet, just holding those arches up slightly. We're really engaging through that core. Looking forward and opening up through the collarbone. Good, hold there. We're just going to come up onto our big toes and we're just going to pulse there again. Keeping the balance, keeping the engagement, and keeping the distance with the arms. So really pulsing nice and high. Breathing in and out through the nose, helping to control the movement. Really nice. Good, hold there. And we're just going to come up and down with the toes. So keep the palms pushed back. And we're just coming up and down with the toes. Keeping everything else really nice and still. It's just from your ankles that are pulsing up and down. Keep your hands nice and pushed back. Let's go for 5 more. Really good. Looking forward, opening up through that collarbone. Last one. Nice and standing up. Good. So we're going to do the 100 squats again, but we're going to go into single leg. So sitting back again and just pulsing. Nice deep breath in and out through the nose. We're then just going to shift our weight to one leg and pulse there. As we do this, make sure our knee stays over our foot, so we don't want any knees dropping in like that. So knees out over the foot, pulsing the hands. Keeping nice and solid and engaged. Back to 2 legs. Good, over to the other side. Really pulse the range, get that distance, hold your balance. Watch where that knee's going, keep it pushed out over the foot. Back to 2. Good, over to the other side again. Really nice, keep that balance, keep the control. Last one, onto this side. Really nice. And relax there and stand up. We're just going to do it around the clock now. So you're going to be on one leg, squatting down on that leg, engaging, and you're just going to tap the face of the clock. Good, so don't put any pressure through that other leg. It's just tapping. So I'm at 12 o'clock and tapping all the way around. Good, one more clock. Maintaining that balance. This is all about balance and foot control. Good. Onto the other leg. So get into that squat position. Then we're going to tap round again. Really reaching as far as you can with that foot. Tapping as wide as you can. Nice. Maintain the balance. Maintain the foot position. Good, one more clock. back and round. Good. And standing up. Last one in standing, we're just going to hold a reverse lunge and punch the hundreds again. So just take a nice step back, knee just off the ground and tucking under. We're just going to pulse those hands in that position. So maintaining that balance, opening the collarbone and looking forward. Make sure that knee's just hovering off the mat and tucking under, engaging through the core. 5. Good, standing up. Switch to the other side. Again, hover and tuck and let's go. Good, really get the range. Pulse your hands all the way to the back of the room. Breathing in and out through that nose. 5. And standing up, really nice. So we'll do a spinal roll down now to the mat work part of the session. So keep that bottom tucked in, tuck your chin to your chest, and roll one vertebrae down at a time. Good, all the way down onto your hands and knees. The first one we're going to do is shoulder taps. So level 1, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Draw your belly button towards your spine to engage your abs. You're going to lift your chest away from your hands, and we're just going to lift one arm up and pulse it above the height of our torso. Level 2, tuck your toes under, lift your knees just off the ground, and same action. Level 3, you go into a straight arm plank, hold that position, and tap the arm again. Okay, so pick your level. Level 1 with me on my hands and knees. Level 2, knees up. Level 3, straight arm plank. Okay, let's inhale to prepare to lift the chest, lengthen the neck. Exhale into position and engage the core. Let's go. Good, so nice quick pulses, but really getting the height. So lengthen through the arm and get it above the height of the torso. Make sure no rotation, no shifting from the torso. Engage through the core. Make sure that chest is nice and away from the mat. And just quickly pulsing that arm nice and straight above the height of our torso. Come on, really get the height, really get the pulsing. Looking straight down at the mat to keep that nice long neck. Good, keep going higher, get the height, get the range, but without rotating that trunk. Let's go for 10 more. Good, keep the speed, keep the height. 4. And relax down. We're going to go straight onto the other side. So level 1 with me on your hands and knees. Level 2, tuck your toes under and come up. Level 3, straight arm plank. Inhale to prepare to lift the chest, lengthen the neck. Exhale into position and engage the core. Let's go. Good, really pulsing through that arm. Keep the trunk nice and stable. And just getting that pulse, quick movement. Nice and high, getting the range. Really nice, drawing that belly button towards the spine to get the core on. Good, keep the chest nice and high. And keep really strong through that torso. Keep facing the mat as your hand pulses. Good, keep the speed up, keep the height. Nice, let's go for 10 more. Can't get the height for this 7. Keep the speed. And relax down, really nice. Right, we're going to come onto our fronts. Forehead on the mat, hands above your head. So level 1, you keep the forehead on the mat so you've got that nice long neck. You're just going to alternate lifting one arm above the head and then the other. Level 2, lift the chest bone nice and high, keeping the neck long, just alternating one hand and the next above your head. Level 3, draw your belly button towards your spine, squeeze your glutes to lengthen your legs up. Then you're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg, alternating. Okay, so when you're ready, level 1, forehead down, level 2, chest up, level 3 with me, including the legs. So inhale to prepare, exhale into position, and let's go. Good, let's straight away try and get that height. So how high can you get the hands and legs? Really reaching for that range. Keep that chest bone nice and high with the neck nice and long. Draw that belly button towards the spine to make sure you're not squashing that lower back. And really get the range. Reach up high with the hands and legs. Good, and the next one we pause and we pulse. Just on that side. Good, alternate and pulse. Good, get the height on this. Back to switching. Good, get that new height and use it. Looking forward, chest nice and high. Really reaching high with the legs and arms. 5, 4, good, come on, keep the height. And relax down, good work. Right, we're going to go on to our backs now. We're going to start working our core. So the first one we're going to do is a spinal roll down. So level 1, feet on the ground and make sure they don't come off the ground. Chest nice and high, palms facing each other. You're going to tuck that pelvis under. Roll one vertebrae down at a time. Tap to the ground, then tuck your chin to your chest. And roll one vertebrae up at a time, all the way to the top. Level 2, feet together, knees out. Same starting position. Nice controlled roll all the way down. Then as you roll back up again, really squeeze the abs. Don't let your feet come off the mat and reach up high. So I'm going to start with level 1. I might add in a level 2 at the end. Okay, so into position. Inhale, so open the chest, lengthen the neck. Exhale, let's control the roll. So the slower you go, the harder it is, because you don't carry momentum. You've really just got to squeeze your abs. Don't let those feet come off the ground at all. Don't want you using your hip flexors. I want you really using your abdominal muscles. So squeeze, come on, squeeze your abs. How much can you squeeze them? Lift that chest nice and high. And controlling the roll down, nice and smooth. Controlling the roll up, nice and smooth. Really good. Remember to use your breaths here. No holding breath as we come up. Use your exhale, so breathing out all the way as we come up. And then you can inhale in as we control down. Good. I'm going to try a few level 2 now. So once I'm up, I'm going to put my feet together and my knees out. So if you want to try them too, it makes it even harder because you can't even use your hip flexors a little bit. So as you find it harder, really make sure you still breathe. So breathing out on the way up. Good, let's go for 2 more. Control these motions. Nice and smooth. Good. 1 more. Good. All the way up. And then we're going to control down. And we're going to start our next ab exercise. So, bend your knees up. Neck nice and long, so sliding the crown of that head to the top of the mat. Opening through the collarbones. Palms upwards. Knees up into tabletop. And really draw that belly button towards your spine. Engaging the abs. Level 1, you tap a heel and you switch. Level 2, you tap and straighten. Level 3, you straighten both legs, go to where you can control, and then you scissor. Okay, so I'm going to do level 2 with you guys, so into position. Inhale to lengthen the neck, open the chest. Exhale to engage the abs. Let's go. Good, really engaging through that core. Don't let that pelvis tilt as we switch our legs. Really nice. If you want to make the level 2 slightly harder, don't bend your knee in quite as much, so keep it more straight. This will put more load on your abs. But if you're doing this on level 3, make sure you still feel it in front of your core. If you start to feel it in your lower back, just bring those knees in again, and just help protect that lower back. Remember the breaths in and out your nose to help relax that upper body, lengthening through the neck, opening through the collarbone. Really nice, well done. 5 more. Control these movements, push yourself, but with control. Last 2. Good, nice. We are going to go on to oblique prep. So take your right hand and have the palm facing the ceiling. Take your left hand and pop it behind your head. Level 1, keep your feet on the ground. Level 2, up to tabletop. We're going to draw an imaginary line from our hip to our shoulder, and we're going to fold over that line. So initiate the movement with your chest bone and come up and over, folding over that line. Okay, so inhale to prepare. Exhale, let's go, lifting up and over that line. We're really reaching with that chest bone. So not pulling on your head, that hand's there just for support. Trying to get as much as your upper back off the mat, reaching up and over that diagonal line. Folding over. Good, push yourself. How high can you get? How far over can you get? Both your shoulder blades should be off the mat. All the way up. Really using these obliques, these side ab muscles. Keep breathing. Remember not to hold your breath in this position. Okay, on the next one, hold at the top. I'm going to pulse for 10. Really go for height. Come on. Height and distance. 5 more. Re-squeeze. Come on. 3. And relax down. Good work. We're going to go straight to the other side. So right hand behind your head. Left palm facing the ceiling. Level 1, feet down. Level 2, feet up. Draw the line the other way and let's go. Up and over that line. Reach that chest bone. Up and over, folding over it. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Really good. Come on, reaching nice and high. Folding over. Really good. Okay, keep getting the height. On the next one, hold at the top. And let's go for 10 pulses. Push yourself here. Come on, keep breathing, keep the distance. 5. And relax down. Good work. Right, so we're going to go next to bent knee drop out. So, here we go up into tabletop position again. Nice long neck, nice open collarbone. Level 1, you just drop one knee out and bring it back in. Level 2, straighten out the other leg as you drop one knee out and in. All whilst keeping that pelvis really nice and still. Level 3, we drop out, we lengthen away and bring it back in. Okay, so everyone into tabletop, nice long neck, nice open collarbone. Inhale to prepare, exhale into position. I'm going to do level 2 and let's go. So I'm really thinking about that pelvis that has headlights on it, staring straight at the ceiling. I'm not letting that pelvis tilt or shift. Keeping it really strong. Don't let those headlights tilt. I'm now refocusing on my breaths. In and out through my nose, making sure it relaxes my upper body. So my shoulders stay in contact with the mat, my neck stays nice and long. If you find it hard to keep your neck long, you can always fold the mat underneath a few times, and it gives you a little bit of a pillow. It just helps to raise that head up a bit to help support you. Good. Keep control of that pelvis, just falling out and in with the knee. Let's go for 5 more. Really good, controlling. Good, back up to tabletop. We're going to go straight to the other side. So level 1 here, level 2 with me, level 3, extend the leg at the top. So keeping that pelvis really square, looking up at the ceiling. Keeping this upper body relaxed and controlled with your breaths. Really nice, engaging through this core. Draw that belly button towards the spine, really staying strong. Nice. Keep engaged, keep control. Okay, let's go for 5 more. Make it smooth and controlled. Keep breathing. And relax. Good work. Right, we've got one more abs one. It's been quite mean on the abs today. And they're the leg kick, so that reverse crunch. So, to do this, our legs are nice and straight in the air, whatever position is comfortable for you. Level 1, palms down to help you push. Level 2, palms up, you can still push but it's harder. Level 3, arms over your chest. So I'm going to do level 1 with palms down, and we're going to roll up and we're going to control down. So I don't want any of this. That's not controlling. So roll 1 vertebrae up at a time, roll 1 vertebrae down at a time. Okay, into position. Inhale to prepare, open the chest, lengthen the neck. Exhale to start. Let's go. Good, so roll as far up as you can control and control that movement down. Make sure your shoulders and head stay in contact with the mat. And you really squeeze your abs to control this movement. Nice. Use your breaths. We're going to go for 10. We've got this. This is a hard 10. This is a hard exercise. So keep relaxing. Keep control of your breath. Keep control of the movement. Use your hands to support you if you need. 5 more. Good, push yourself. It's going to hurt your abs. 3 more. Control the movement. Last 2, come on. 1 more. And relax. Oh, that was a little bit of an ab workout. Right, we're going to switch the focus to the glutes now. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is a glute bridge. So, level 1, on your elbows, feet nice and close to your bottom. And you're just going to squeeze your bottom to hinge up and then hinge back down again. Level 2, have your hands up. And same again, you squeeze your bottom, hinge up and hinge back down. Level 3, we'll go to single leg. And again, hinge up and down. So pick your level, level 1 on your elbows, level 2 on your hands, level 3 with me on a single leg. Okay, inhale to prepare to open your chest, lengthen your neck. Exhale into position and let's go. Good, really pushing the mat away with the foot on the ground. Driving through the mat, squeezing your bottom to hinge your hips up. And get all the way up, try and get that knee, hip and shoulder in one long nice line. Really good, well done. Keep squeezing, get the height. Let's go for 5 more. All the way up. 3, keep squeezing. And relax down, good work. If you're doing level 3, we're going to switch to the other side. Level 2 and 1, you just repeat what you just did. So inhale to open the chest, lengthen the neck. Exhale into position and let's go. Really hinging up, getting that height. How high can you get your hips to be in line with your knees and shoulders? Really nice, drive that foot through the mat to squeeze those glutes nice and high. Let's go for 5 more, let's go. 5, come on, squeeze for these last 4. And relax down, good work. So that was more our glute max we were working. We're going to go into sideline and work more our glute med. Okay, so level 1 for sideline sidekick. You relax your arm out straight and use it as a pillow. Head, shoulders, hips and feet in a nice long line. You're going to straighten the top leg, point it forward and draw the heel back, all whilst keeping your core nice and still. So that's level 1. Or you can do level 2 with me, which is on our knees, popping over, hand behind our head, lift our leg up to be in line with our body, point the toe forward, draw the heel back, and then we'll do some extra stuff behind. Okay, so pick your level, level 1 on the ground or level 2 with me. Inhale into position to open the chest, lengthen the neck. Exhale to lift, and let's go. Pointing forward, drawing back. But the whole time keep that body really nice and still. So engaging that belly button towards your spine to keep the core on. Collarbone staying nice and open. So just looking straight forward. Using your breath, breathing in and out through your nose to control. Nice. Hold the heel back. Just doing backwards little circles with the heel. Then forwards little circles with the heel. Good. Bend the knee at 90 degrees, so your heel's behind your knee. I'm going to push the heel above the knee and then below. So we're just going to pivot around the hip now. So the knee stays where it is. and you're just pushing the heel above and below, so rotating through that hip. Just getting some of those control muscles in the hip to work, so rotating nice and smoothly, getting that foot above and below the hip. Okay, on the next one we're going to push the heel up, then lengthen away, and back. So heel rotates up, then lengthen away. Good. So we're going to keep repeating that and not kick all my furniture. Push away. Okay, 2 more. On this last one we're going to hold, okay? So push away, we'll hold for 10. Keep the point. 4, keep high. And relax down, good work. Okay, so level 1 on the ground, level 2 with me, we're going to go to the other side. So on our knees, dropping over, hand behind our head. Inhale to open the chest, lengthen the neck. Exhale to lift it level with your body. Point the toe forward, draw the heel back. Good, breathing in and out through your nose, staying strong through your trunk. So this movement should be coming from your hip, not your lower back. So really keep strong through your trunk to make sure it's moving from your hip. Pointing that toe forward, drawing the heel back, keeping the height of the leg. Good. On the next one, hold the heel back. Do backwards little circles with the heel. Nice. And forwards little circles with the heel. Good. Bend the knee at 90. Then we're going to do the pivot again. So the knee stays where it is, and we're just lifting the heel above and below the knee. Really nice. Good. Keep rotating, keeping your trunk on. That knee high, it's staying where it is. You're just rotating the foot above and below it. Okay, on the next one, push up and lengthen away. Good. So heel up, point the toe away. Use your breath to help control the movement. Let's go for 3 more. 2, and on the last one, remember we hold for 10. So up, lengthen away, let's hold. 7, 3, and relax down. Good work. Right, so I think with that, let's go on to some stretching. Let's bring our heart rate down, stretch out the glutes we've just worked. Okay, so let's stretch the glutes. So you can either have one leg out straight, or you cross the other leg over. If you want, you can then bend the other leg as well. Okay, so my right knee's up. I'm going to take my left arm and cross it over the knee. Rotate my chest bone around. So I'm using my arm to push against the knee. Just take some nice slow deep breaths in and out through the nose here. And as you exhale, just push a little bit harder onto the knee and rotate a little bit further out. Really nice, keeping the chest high, rotating to push round. Good, relax down and straighten out the other leg, cross your other leg over, and again you can bend that leg through as well if you want. Crossing that arm over, rotating the chest bone around. Nice slow breaths in and out through the nose. Good, so as I said, next week I'm going back to work a bit, so I can't do all 3 days, so I'm just going to go to just doing Wednesdays from now on. The Lunchtime Wednesdays Pilates, but all of them are saved on YouTube, so you can go back and do others if you want to continue doing it 3 times a week. Good, lastly, we're just going to do the Adductor Stretch, so feet together. Use your elbows to push your knees out and hinging from your hips. As you do that, just nice slow deep breaths in and out through your nose. Good, as you exhale, just allow yourself to go a little bit further into the stretch, hinging a little bit deeper. Good, when you're ready, coming up, feet together, spinal roll up, so gently straighten out your legs, tucking your bottom under, and roll one vertebrae up at a time. Deep breath in, and out. One more. Good, really well done. Hopefully see you next Wednesday at 12 Alright, bye bye.